right, China Mac, how's it going?
Yo, what's up, man? Ken Capone.
That's what it is.
We in this
man.
bitch.
Yeah, glad to have you
Yeah,
here.
glad to be here.
For sure, man. You got a lot going on, man. You got Mac Eats.
Yeah.
You got a new show going. You got your YouTube channel cracking.
Mac Talk. Can't forget about the Mac Talk. You know what I mean?
How'd you come up with the Mac Eats?
I just like food, man. I like food. I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't even know how I remember. I don't even remember how I started doing it, man. I just was like, you know what? I came out, what happened was I was on parole and then I went back on a violation. So when I came back on a violation, I was like, when I was in jail when I was in jail for the violation, I was watching stuff like, Explore Channel. And then I was just like, yo, that's a good idea. Maybe when I come home, I'll just go around, try food and stuff for content. So I started it and then it's been moving ever since.
It really started working for you.
As it should, you know what I'm saying? As it should.
Are you only in America doing spots or are you traveling around the globe yet?
I ain't traveled yet, but I'm about to. You know what I mean? I was on parole for a good amount of time. I got off parole not too long ago. But, the coronavirus thing hit. And then, so now I'm about to travel this summer.
What do you think was like the best food that you had?
Haitian food.
Haitian food, okay.
Yeah.
Where at?
In Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah. You ever had Haitian food? Shout out to the Zoes. My bros, they made sure they took care of me, man. Millie's, you heard of Millie's before?
The rapper.
Yeah,
right?
you heard of Millie's?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Millie's, he grew up around a lot of Haitians because they got a big Haitian community out there in Cambridge. So he brought me out there and that was my first time eating Haitian food and it was fire. Like I didn't know what to expect with Haitian food because I heard a lot of different stuff and you know what I'm saying? Like they were saying that they eat mud pies and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But when I actually went and ate the food was fire. Like it was fire. Like it was much better than what I would have thought.
Wow, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. What are your favorite places like in LA and New York?
To eat?
Yeah.
In LA? I like tacos, you know what I'm saying? Because tacos are better here than New York. And then what else is good out here? I got good Chinese food, like real Chinese food. And then New York, I like Jamaican food in New York. I like Spanish food in New York, like Puerto Rican food, Dominican food, shit like that.
Get someone to start a taco stand in New York that could work?
They got taco stands in New York.
But you said they're not as good.
Yeah, but it's just different. I don't know what's the difference, but yeah, they got mad taco stands out in New York.
All right, well, I figured we would kind of get to know you better for the people in my channel that might not be familiar with you.
Right.
So if you could tell them a little bit about you, where'd you grow up and what was it like for you growing up?
I grew up in New York City, born in Brooklyn, raised in Manhattan, Queens. I basically grew up all over New York City. I'm a New York City kid, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people like to claim one borough. I claim the whole city because I lived in every borough in the city except for Staten Island. And my childhood was like I grew up in a gang environment, you know what I mean? Because my father and them, they was in the gang. My uncles, all of them was in the gang. They was in the triad and shit, a Chinese gang. And then I seen that coming up. And then when I was like 8 years old, I went into the system, like group homes and juvie and shit. And then once from 8 years old, I wasn't free. I wasn't out of the system 1 year until until I don't know, like 30, 32 or some shit like that. So every year I was going back and forth to jail. There wasn't 1 year I wasn't home for more than a year since I was like 8 all the way to 30 something.
Man, what are some things you were getting locked up for?
I was getting locked up for all types of shit, robberies, violations, uh, you know, stuff like that, man. Fighting, stabbing people, shooting people, regular shit.
You said since 8 and you were in a group home, so your family wasn't in your life, or?
I mean, yeah, my mom was in my, nah, not really. They wasn't. They was, my father got locked up when I was 5. I ain't seen him. And my mom, she was like around, but she was just not there type shit. You know what I mean? So yeah.
How do you think that affected you growing up, not having your mom and your dad around?
It fucked me up. You know what I mean? It fucked me up. But then, like I was saying on my channel, Mac Talk, I had an interview the other day, and I was talking about it. Like, a lot of people don't know. Like Chinese people, well, the people like Chinese people growing up, they're mad abusive and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom was super abusive. you know. I mean, but abusive, like if I misbehave, like, she gonna hit me, like, but she ain't really like she hit me and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, I was getting abused and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it made me angry and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, once I started like being of an age, I was just acting out, being mad angry, breaking shit all the time, fighting all the time, shit like that. And then once I got in the system, I just kept on going in and out.
Okay, and I believe at one point you joined a gang.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was that like, or you know what I'm saying, what made you want to get into a gang?
Well, like I said, I was born in a gang situation. So I seen this shit growing up, you know. I was all around it. And then I seen how like people praised my father and shit. So, it was something that was familiar. And then, like I said, I wasn't really like, I didn't really have a family structure, you know what I'm saying? So, I always felt like I wasn't enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause my mom, it was either I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't this enough, I wasn't fast enough, I wasn't whatever enough all the time, you know what I'm saying? So, the only time I realized I felt like I was enough was when I joined the gang and, I started fucking shooting at people, stabbing people like young. I was like, when I joined my first gang, I was like 11 when I joined the gang. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt. That's how I started like feeling like I belong somewhere when I stab a motherfucker. And then like everybody's like, oh shit, yo, good shit, boom, 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 boom. All the gang is like, and then I just kept on responding like that. Like I felt like it finally made me feel like I was accepted. So I just kept on wilding. Like the more wild I do, the more fucking praise I would get. So, at young, 11, 12, I'm shooting shit, stabbing shit. Like if the gang wanted something done, I'll raise my hand quick. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know, tear shit up.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.